Good morning, abnormal psychology class. I am happy to hear we're done with the first week. If you have not submitted anything, done the quiz, etc., please contact me as soon as possible, as there are a few people who haven't. But that said, I want to get on to week 2 and give you an idea of what to do. I'm not quite camera ready this morning, so you're not going to see me, just the screen, but I think that'll be okay. So if you get onto here and you click on to week 2, it's going to be on chapters 2 and 3, which is to do with theoretical perspectives and classification and testing. You can see the different PowerPoints here, but let's start with the objectives of the week. There's a lot of things that'll be going on this week. First, you have to read chapter 2 and 3, view presentations, complete the discussion boards. For both discussion boards, your response is due Thursday, and you need to respond to your classmates by Sunday. Then do the case study on theoretical perspectives, which is due Sunday. Quiz 2, which is on both chapters 2 and 3. It's 30 questions, 45 minutes. You should have 2 tries to take it. If there's any issues with it, contact me as soon as possible. And finally, you need to complete a paper proposal. Your final movie paper is worth 20% of your grade, I believe. Double check that, but I'm pretty sure that is how I put it. There are 3 things you have to do for this proposal. The first one is you need to pick a movie for your movie paper. The second one is you need to diagnose a character in it. So, it can be something that you've seen before or something that, you've heard of. For example, Silver Linings Playbook is a great movie and the character has bipolar disorder. The main point of this isn't the diagnosis of the character, but how you can show what symptoms they have and how they got the diagnosis. And finally, you want to find an article about bipolar disorder. But the article must be a scientific peer-reviewed article. This is essential to this assignment. If you don't do that, you won't get credit for it. I mean it. So if you go back to week 2, we can see there's the presentations. There's some videos going on over here. One video of the Bobo doll experiment, which represents Bandura's social cognitive theory. Some videos under classification, a podcast that you might need for one of the discussion boards. A critique of the biological perspective is an article that I put up. Most of the reading, though, will come from the textbook. And then 2 discussion boards here. The theoretical perspectives wants to know which one you think does the best job of explaining, give examples from the text, and why the textbook endorses a more interactional approach or a collective approach to therapy even. Additionally, classification, I believe on this one you have 2 choices. One of them has to do with the podcast that you listen to. The other one has to do with labeling disorders. So pick one, do it, whichever one you want to talk about. Finally, there's the quiz 2, which opened today and is due July 20th at 11:59 p.m. And then the proposal for the movie paper you'll submit here, like that. There'll be a spot for you to submit. Because I'm right now I'm not in student view, but in student view there'll be a submission spot. How to find peer-reviewed articles is important, and what's a peer-reviewed article or journal. So these 2 things I want you to look at to make sure you find the right type of article. This is a video that I made, sort of like I do with this, and you can see it here, where I start showing you how to go about finding the article, etc. So with my
under that it says frequently used databases.
So, you can watch that there. The final movie paper instructions are just for you to get an idea of what you're proposing to me and what you're expected to do the final movie paper. The final movie paper is not due. All I want is a proposal. Name a movie character diagnosis that you're giving, and the peer-reviewed article that you will be using. The article should be on the diagnosis. It shouldn't be on the movie. Very important. I'll tell you to redo it if you tell me, oh, the article's on Silver Linings Playbook. I don't want that. I want an article on bipolar disorder or depression or schizophrenia or substance disorders. Whatever your diagnosis of the character is, that's what the article should be about. And then eventually you'll be applying the results or the information in the article to the character. you don't want to completely overlap the criteria or the symptoms. You want to find something where it's talking about, some sort of results, what causes the disorder, something a little different than just the symptoms of the disorder. If you have questions on that or anything else, feel free to email me. I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you all later. All right, take care.